Yay! Okay, so I'm gonna have to do this. Let me just check if I am live. Can you see me go live? Yo, like this is real because sometimes I'm live and I don't know, and I don't get like the feedback. Remember the last time that I went live and TC Okore is live. So let me just see if they can see me because for some reason, like, yeah, okay, you all can see me, so I guess we can just go with the flow. Now, have you ever been in that space in your business where you feel like, either you're all over the place or you just sit down and you ask yourself, why am I extremely busy? Like, why do I feel like I am so busy? And it's not like my income is increasing. It's not like I'm super busy. I'm spending more, and it's not like I have so much being done, but I know that I'm so stressed out doing so many things. Now, what's that thing that is getting me super busy, right? You have so much going on in your business. You're not sure why you are unable to either grow or scale. Like, you've been in business for like 1 year, 2 years, and you feel like you're stagnant. Or maybe you're in this space where you feel like you know you're not able to do anything else aside from be in your business. There is a problem. Okay, now you want to sit up and say to yourself, what's stopping me from taking that next step? Most times, the reason why we are not able to grow, the reason why we are not taking that next step towards our goals, why we feel so exhausted, why we feel like there's so much on our plates, is the fact that our back ends are messy. I keep saying this, that your front end, the outcome of the front end of your business is dependent on what happens at the back end. Okay, if you are saying to yourself, hey, I want to show up confidently, I want to be able to engage in other money generating activities, this is not far-fetched, right? It's not impossible. Like, it's so possible. The possibility of you getting all of these things done, it's like 90, 100% once you're able to figure out your back end, because that says a whole lot when it comes down to you taking that next step in your business. And yes, you do not necessarily need to be either 5 years into your business. In the words you would understand, a six-figure business. Like, trust me, you don't need to clean up you don't need to get to you don't need to be a six-figure business to clean up your back end. You literally need to clean up your back end to get to that six-figure, seven-figure, multiple seven-figure business owner, because that's what you deserve. You just need to figure out, hey, what's my next step in getting that done? Okay, I know I have to introduce myself because not I get new folks coming in, and I want you to get to know me. Okay, I am TC. I'm a launch and sales funnel strategist. I'm also a business operations manager for midlife women entrepreneurs. Okay, so my goal is to help you run your business efficiently with consistent income using systems, funnels, and automation, just so you're able to focus on your zone of genius. You're able to keep your mental health intact. That's very big. Okay, if you're an entrepreneur, know that mental stress is real, burnout is real. Burnout is not meant for some category of people. Like, you can creep in anytime, and especially when you are fast growing, you are on that fast pace, it can creep in, and it's not something for you to say, oh no, that can't happen to me. That can happen to anybody and everybody. You just need to stay ready so that you don't get yourself in that space. Okay, so now when I talk about that number one secret to help you avoid a messy business back end and redundant process, so let me explain this. I know that so many a time I get questions like, TC, what do you mean by a redundant process? So I'll tell you something. There are so many repetitive tasks that are so not needed, so many things you have to do over and over again. You can literally just streamline that aspect, automate that aspect, so it's seamless. Okay. And so if you are supposed to do like, if obviously you have like your onboarding process, right? Or what other process, or what other operations, like your marketing, for example. It's the consistency in your showing up, it's the consistency in your marketing that actually gives you results, you know that, right? And so you want to do that regularly. That's like one very common repetitive task that goes on in every business and any business: marketing. Okay. Marketing operations, you literally have to do that over and over again. Now imagine when you get to do that over and over and over again manually, that will burn you out. Now if you are doing that all by yourself, no, that's now crazy, because you can't grow. There is really no way you can grow, because not because you won't be able to grow, but even if you eventually do, the rate at which you grow will be so slow. Why? Because the time you use in doing all of these things, marketing takes so much time, it takes so much energy, it takes so much of your creativity. And so if that's your zone of genius, good, dive into it. But if that's not your focus, if that's not the solution you're providing to your ideal client, you want, as much as possible, make sure that that aspect in your business is figured out. Okay. Because that's one thing that can literally mess up your entire process. Okay. That can mess up your business backend. So when you have so many projects, your team is like everywhere. Okay, you don't have a team, and you say to me, TC, I have mixed up projects, mixed up deadlines, conflicting deadlines, meetings that I eventually find myself missing. You have like clients appointments, you still miss out on this client appointment. All of these things are very dangerous to your business, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur. And it doesn't say well about your business. It doesn't say well about your level of professionalism. And you want to, as much as possible, rule that out, like literally clean those out, right? When you have your process, how you run your business, chaotic, like you can't find anything. You're going to your calendar is like messed up. You don't have a well structured activity. You're saying yes to everything because obviously you don't have boundaries, or even if you have boundaries, you're not disciplined enough to keep to that. you know it is a whole lot, right? And so that's basically why I am going to be sharing with you my number one secret to avoid a messy business back end and redundant process. So when I talk about redundant process, I talk about all of those unnecessary things that you get to do. You don't have to do it. There's so many unnecessary process, because of the repetition. You think you have to do it, but seriously, you can cut all of those out. Like when you have like people, you have like your sales process, for example, or your sales cycle. You have like your sales cycle. For some reason, your sales cycle is like super long. You want to find ways you can shorten it, because the shorter your sales process, for example, the shorter your client experience process is, you know the more your ability to convert, right? The easier selling would be, the easier growing and scaling your business would become for you, right? So you want to, as much as possible, put all of that into consideration. I'm just going to take a pause right now to just see, if you are listening or you're watching the replay, just hashtag replay so that I know that you are watching the replay, or I know that you took out time to watch the replay. So just hashtag replay. I know sometimes we're not able to stay here and watch this video, but I'm intentional about doing this at least once in a week, so that you're able to have like a visual view of what all of these things look like. Okay, I'm going to be sharing my screen today when we get to a point, because I need you to see where all of these things, what it feels like, what's what you creating a system looks like, right? And I'm going to have to share my screen on that, right? But before I go into that, understand that with your messy back end, you can't move. You will just stay super stagnant. I see you are watching. Please let me know where you are streaming this from. Is it on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube? You can just let me know where you're streaming this from in the comment. I would love to learn more. Yeah, I would love to know where you're streaming this from. So if you have any questions regarding this particular topic, do please drop it in the comments. I would see it and I will answer your question. So I talked about, cleaning up your messy back end. What's that next step or that first step that you need to take? I'll tell you this, okay? Um, when it comes down to your messy back end, so many things goes on behind the scenes, right? I said earlier that you having that chaotic process is not the way for you to go, because you won't find yourself achieving anything. You just keep going back and forth in your business, no growth, no even space for you to say I want to expand. You're so busy, and you're so busy, very unproductive, not making money, no time to engage yourself with money generating activities. So you're just like stuck. Okay. One way you want to do this is, as much as possible, make out a list of all of, I always believe in documenting your process. Okay. Documenting your process, which involves more or less like dumping in a structured space your activities, your day-to-day activities, because obviously you have a goal, right? You have your goal, you have what you're working on. You want to make a list of everything that you have going on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, what you need to achieve. Okay, that's like the first step, right? You want to take to be able to avoid any form of chaos when it comes down to your business. Okay, you want to have all of these things listed out. And I think I need to let you know this is not exclusive to established business. Okay, maybe your business is maybe between the age of 2 to 5 or 10. No, you should start doing this like right from the get-go in your business, because the earlier you understand what it feels like or what it means to get that structure in your business, the earlier you start seeing that increase in your ROI, you start seeing your business, thrive, and you're able to even grow and scale in your business. Okay. So you want to, as much as possible, put all of these things into consideration. So, like I said, even as a solopreneur where it's just you should have this more than, more than ever. You should create like this system, which is the number one secret, okay, in avoiding your messy business backend. However, I'm also going to be sharing with you steps that you can, design that system that works for you. Okay, dump every task that would help you achieve your weekly goal, your daily goal, your monthly goal. Okay, you have to have all of those documented. Make a list of your business tasks, categorize them as regards to like recurring, one off. Okay, is this your project? Is this for my clients? Is this for me? Is this from a team member? You want to make sure that every task is like in a particular space, and so you can see all of those clearly, right? I'm going to show you something because, like I said, you want to have a system. Okay, that's my number one secret to avoiding a messy business back end and redundant process for your business. Okay, have that system, and very specifically, you want to create that project stroke workflow management system. I used to use ClickUp, but now I want to show you. I want to share my screen, so just give me 1 second. Share my screen. Yes. Okay, so I hope you're able to see my screen. So this is like let me do like a full screen. Okay, this is an example of my workspace. This is my one of my workspaces, myself and my clients, and you can have this is ClickUp. Okay, so you can use any project management tool that works for you and your process. I also have used and are still using for my client Asana. We use ClickUp, Monday, so a couple of amazing project management system, workflow management system, and this is one space that you want to create your workflow management. Okay, so like I said, you can make a list. All right, make a list of all of your business tags, right? Like I did even way before I started having teams, right? I started having a team or working with teams, right? I used to use Asana, right? And I used to have like my tags all listed out, categorized, recurring, one-off projects for my clients. And I assigned all of these tags to myself. Okay. It's just so that I am staying accountable with the projects that I have. I'm staying accountable with project that I have. I'm able to meet deadlines because I know all of these things. So I don't have any conflicting maybe project or conflicting appointments, And the good thing is it gets you notified via email or whatever other space that you want it to notify you. Okay. And so you are able to stay accountable. So, like I was saying, you want to more or less dump all of these things. Don't depend solely on your so with this, I also use my calendar, right? Because obviously you're able to get this also integrated into your calendar. You can get this also integrated in your communication system, right? If you use Slack with your team or even with your clients, okay? So all of these things is to help you stay organized. So like I said, have this, categorize it, right? Another thing you can do is as much as possible, you want to create, like I said, this is ClickUp, okay? So you want to create your folders. So you can create folders based on projects. Your projects can also be, you can create workspaces for your clients and all of that. You can have all of these things all in one space, okay? So now once you've done that, you want to create a list of recurring projects or recurring tasks. So you see, there are certain things that you get to do every time. If you need to automate that process, right? You know that this is recurring and you can see it clearly. Having that system helps you see all of the things that needs to be done clearly. And so it's not like you're assuming or you're like, oh, am I supposed to do this? Am I not supposed to do this? Right? You rule all of those out because you can see it clearly. And if it's like a recurring task that you need to do, you can automate it so that it flows and you don't have to bother yourself. Um, you don't have to bother yourself about it. All right. So you can put that in check. Another thing you can do is you also can create like one-off tags. So you see, I have like due date so that I know, and it's why all of these things, like I said, is good is because you will not have like this confliction. Okay, there's no conflicting of project. You would not have to take up project you'll not have to take up projects if this particular project are going to be conflicting with each other. Even when you want to sign up clients or you want to book appointments or you want to schedule certain appointments, you know that okay, this is what I have right now, and so it doesn't conflict. Okay, so you want to have that. Another thing you want to do is you can also create a list of projects that each of the projects or if each of the clients that you're working with and each of the project that you're working on. Okay, create a list of everything that needs to be done step by step. Put your due date. Assign it to whatever whoever if it's going to be you, assign it to yourself so that you're accountable for it and you get reminders. Okay, and that way, like I said, you remove every form of redundancy in your process. Okay. One thing else you should do, like the next step, is add you can add all of your tags in respective lists, okay, so that you make sure that I said that earlier, aside from the fact that you have like this tax visualized, everyone is responsible. If it's just you, you're responsible for it. Okay. And so you can see clearly, oh, when do I need to get this done? And the good thing again, you don't need to get overwhelmed. You don't need to be like over the place. You can plan out. You can have your calendar organized because you have your workflow, your tasks, your projects, your team. You can also monitor what your team is doing. You can monitor if you have for service providers, your coaching clients, for example, you can monitor them. Okay. Consultants, you can monitor what your clients are doing, and everybody stays accountable. And so there is no form of back and forth, right? You save yourself, oh, I forgot something. Yeah, if you forgot anything, go back there and just see, oh, okay, I think I'm running out. I'm just going to have to do this. Or, okay, like, so you can see 2 days, 2 days left. So I know that, okay, I need to like clear off all of these things like before the due date. And so I don't miss out on deadlines. Okay. I don't miss out on deadlines. I don't miss out on appointments. I'm like, I'm like showing up where I need to show up without even burning out, myself or my team. Because once you have like a chaotic process or a chaotic business back end, it doesn't only tell on you, it tells on your team, and the entire business becomes very stressful. Okay. And you want to, as much as possible, avoid that. So one thing you should know, or one way to help you avoid that messy business back end or that redundant process, is figuring out creating a project workflow or task management system. This will help you stay organized. This will help you um, stay organized. This will help you make sure that you are. I want to exit this full screen and just go back. Okay, yeah. This will help you make sure that you are staying top of. Stop sharing. Okay, you're staying top of your business. You're not working in your business, you're working on your business. So for you, if you have like a team working on, you don't need to, like, you rule out every form of micromanaging. Okay, you rule out every form of micromanaging, and you don't need to stress out about, oh, what are they doing right now? Are they able to meet up with the project? No, you rule all of those out. Okay. And you're able to, as much as possible, get um returns. Okay, increase your ROI, get returns in your business. You see the returns, you see the increase in your ROI, your returns of investment is increasing. You're able to focus on other money generating activities in your business. And trust me, scaling will no longer be something that needs to be, that wears you out when you think about it. Scaling will be like, your go-to activity, and you realize that your business is not only productive, but you are finding that fulfillment that you need running and building your business. Okay, so that's basically it for me today. I love that you're able to join me. If you're watching, if you get to watch the replay, um, just put in the comments hashtag replay so that I know that you watched the replay. If you have any questions about your project or your workflow management system, reach out to me. You have any question, reach out to me. I have a VIP day to help you set up your project management system, your CRM system, that system that will help take your business from zero to amazing. So if you have something that is like, you feel a certain way about your business, and for some reason you feel like, hey, this is not letting me take that next step in my business, or letting me grow or scale as much as I would love to, reach out to me. Okay, I want to hear from you. I want to find out more about what you have going on. I'll share with you how I can help you and provide you with the solution that your business needs to take that next step. Okay, that next step of amazingness. Okay, so that's really it for me. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here, and thank you for watching this. I am TC, and Take care of yourself.